Buddy, hello, happy Friday. It is Friday. It is crafting time. We are gonna craft. We're gonna have some fun. It's kind of late in the day, y'all. We've been crafting on the later side the last couple weeks. It's just the way life is right now. But yeah, it's been kind of fun. I feel like we're like getting some different people that sometimes miss us when we go live earlier. So it's been kind of fun. It's been fun. Say hello once you get here. Let us know where you are watching from. I'm Christy with Christy's Craft Room.
I'm not.
That's my husband, Tim. He hangs out here in the craft room with us. He does lots in the craft room, but he watches our comments. He gets names for our bucket. Hello, Miss Kathy, Miss Patty. How are you today? Hello, Miss Dawn. She says, hello, everyone. Hello, Joanne. Happy Friday, y'all. Hello, Miss Peggy. Y'all, Tim's sending the text message out right now. If you don't get the text message, just text hello to this phone number and you will get a text message when we go live. 810-374-0342. I promise we won't spam you. We'll just let you know when we're live and occasionally a few other fun special things when we got something new going on. We might let you know. So grab your screenshot before I get rid of it and put it away. Hello, Lou. Hello, Tammy. Hello from Texas, Miss Verna. How are you?
Chicago.
Ooh, hello. Hey, Miss Susan from North Dakota. Hello, Catherine from Mommy. Yes, we got friends.
Bay, Oregon. Ooh, there's a movie. There's a movie.
Of course there's a movie, y'all. There's a movie for everything that Tim can remember. Hello, Miss Tammy
that
Jones.
Has Coos Bay, Oregon in it.
Miss Tammy from Virginia.
And I will give you a hint. It has Matthew Broderick in it.
Ooh.
And it's an oldie.
Miss Holly from Grand Ridge. Is that Florida? Yep, Florida. Hello, Miss Carla. Happy Friday. We have friends from all over the place here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Darlene just got her text. Marcia, hello. How are you? Hello from New Brunswick. How are you?
New Brunswick.
From
Is there an old Brunswick?
Newburgh, Indiana. Is there a what?
Is there an old Brunswick?
Maybe. Hello, Miss Jan Goodyear. Hello, Miss Helen. Hi, Miss Peggy from Orlando, Florida. Adam's not far from you. Adam's down by Orlando, Florida right now. He's our oldest that moved to Texas a couple years ago. He used to work for us.
He's down there playing the foosball, whatever.
He's like boom, 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 with the little paint balls. They have like World Cup going on down there. So he's down there. He's working and he's playing. He's playing in the competition this weekend and he's working the rest of the weekend. So it's gonna be a
Gina,
long
I
weekend
did start to watch one of them. I haven't made it through it yet.
Yeah, Tim was watching movies all day in the back of the shop today. I kept hearing like sounds of like someone was watching a movie, and I thought it was Austin at first. I'm like, is Austin in there watching a movie? I'm like, wow, it sounded like it was coming from his office, and I was just kind of listening, and I was like, that's strange. He doesn't usually watch movies, and I was kind of like, so then I had to like really listen, and I realized it was coming from the shop. Tim was back there, had movies playing in there.
Well, I was mainly listening to him.
He said to me this morning, he's like, I was thinking of bringing that extra TV up to the shop and putting it up on the wall in the back. That way I can put movies on while I'm working back there. And then we got mini blinds to put blinds up for different areas, and because like a lot of the doors and stuff have windows, so sometimes you might want to like close the blind for some reason. So he was putting the blinds up. But he put the blind up on the window between the front part of the building and the workshop. And I said to him, I like kind of yelled to the back. I'm like, so is that for when you're watching movies in the back and not working so I can't see you? He joked and said, yeah. Hello, Miss Karen Schwartz. How are you?
Say hi to Miss Dreama McIntosh, her first time here.
Miss Dreama McIntosh, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like what you see here. We're going to craft a little bit. Today we're crafting something from our wood shop.
Thank you, Margaret. I am feeling much better.
Sometimes we do stuff from the wood shop. Sometimes we do Dollar Tree crafts. Sometimes we do stuff from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatever. Sometimes we upcycle something that's just old I've had laying around or I found it. The flea market or
it's been a minute and a half since we've done one of those.
Like an upcycle-y type of thing. Yeah, it has been. It's been a minute.
Lynn says, what day do we have to RSVP by?
As long as you let us know, at least like a day or two before, at least, just so we have an idea of numbers.
Wait a minute, somebody invited her?
Of course we invited her.
Oh,
Of course
man.
we did. He's just teasing you. He's just
Of course
teasing
I am.
you.
Lynn's awesome.
Yeah, just let us know as soon as you can. The sooner the better. But just so we know a couple days ahead of time so we can just plan to have an idea of how many people will be there. She's talking about our craft kit group. We have our private subscription group. And they've been cordially invited to our private opening. Those who live close enough or are willing to make a little bit of a drive to come here and be here for our kind of like unofficial grand celebratory opening. So with just family, friends, and our friends in the craft kit group. So we're super, super excited. Okay, so we're gonna craft, you guys. I have a bunch of stuff here. I have like this bag with a bunch of bells and candy canes and little like berry looking holly things, and I've got, I don't know, I grabbed these because I thought that little truck in there this was from Hobby Lobby. I thought that was super cute, so we just grabbed that. They're actually buttons. I've got snowflakes. I've got these little snowflake doodads that I thought were cute. I grabbed this because this could be an idea of something you could use on the sleigh. Just put like the Mary and I don't know, whatever.
Whatever.
And then I've got the greenery because I thought maybe we could do like a wreath on it. I'm not really sure. I have lots of ideas. I'm not 100% which idea we're going to use yet. We're going to paint it first and assemble it. I know a lot of you guys ordered this from our shop, and some of y'all were like, I don't know how to put it together. So I'm like, I'm going to do it live and show y'all how to put it together, okay? And how I will make it, and you can just make it whatever you want to make it, okay? So first thing we're going to do, so this is our sleigh. You get your sleigh seat. You get your little embellishment pieces to cover where everything goes together. Isn't that cute? It's all in the details with this one, y'all. You've got your little arched piece for the top, and then you've got your metal embellishment to go over it, like so. Oh, I guess it'll go like that, like so. And then you've got your actual sled. I guess it's not a sleigh, it's a sled. Your sled,
I know, because it's
rails.
I was going to call it a sleigh.
I know.
Because I was going to say, come watch us slay this craft tonight.
I had this all typed up in the thing, and I said, I had something like funny. I said, oh gosh, how did I have it worded? I had it worded using the word sleigh, and then I realized, oh, it's not a sleigh. It's a sled. What did I title this video? That might help me remember. I don't know. It doesn't show me. But it was funny. It was good. It was
Christmas
a good one.
Sled time. Get your sleigh here.
I said, get your Christmas sled time.
Christmas sled time.
I know.
Sprinkle for gifting. Right. Get your sleigh here.
Christmas sled time. I was gonna do something something about like sleigh bells ring, blah 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 blah. It was something along.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah. That's what I was gonna title this video. Sleigh bells ring, blah, 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 blah. That's what my next video title is going to be when we do a sleigh. We're going to do a sleigh, and I'm going to be like, sleigh bells ring, blah, 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 blah. And y'all will know. Y'all will get it. Y'all all will laugh.
Oh,
so
did I miss some
before we do anything else, I'm going to get my antique wax out. We're going to distress. We want this to look like an old rustic sleigh that's been around for a while, that we like grew up sledding on as kids, and we found it in Mom's attic, and we take it home with us to put a wreath on it on our front porch, okay? There's a whole story behind it, okay? Sometimes with crafts, you gotta like give it a life. Give it a life, give it a story, give it some meaning. I do anyways. I don't know about y'all. I don't know if you guys do that, but I do it.
Denise says slay all day.
Slay all day. I like it. A stencil brush. I like to use a stencil brush to give a little bit of distressing with my antique wax, so I just dipped it in there, got some on there, and then I don't have. I'm just gonna do it on my paper off to the side here, but I'm just gonna get most of it off the brush until there's not much left on it, and then I'm just gonna hit the edges so it almost looks like it's gotten a little bit rusty, a little distressed. You don't want to like add too much at a time. You can always add more.
Sharon says you can do that when he's scrolling. You can sing that song.
Yes, I know. Y'all, we've been like up in the front of the shop area. We've been listening to Christmas music.
That's in the front because it ain't Thanksgiving yet. You ain't gonna hear none of that in the back.
Tim won't play it in the back until after Thanksgiving.
Nope.
He's very strict on that.
I won't play it in my car.
I'll play it anywhere. I go back and forth. A little bit of sprinkle in a little bit of Christmas with everything else. Get a little bit on our chart up here. And you can go as heavy or as light as you want with the antique wax. Or if you want to have a different technique, you want to do the cinnamon technique to make it look a little rusty, you can do that.
Okay, I pinned the link for the shop. Someone was asking where we got it.
Oh, yes.
So.
Yes, this is from the shop. From the shop. All right. A little bit more touching up here and there. Yeah. So today, I played with my Cricut today, you guys. But then I realized I didn't have the right stuff. So now I got to go to the craft store and get the right stuff because I didn't have the right stuff to do what I wanted to do. Don't you hate when that happens? I tried to do it with not the right stuff, but it didn't work. It didn't work. I'm trying to make a template for we have a chalkboard that's like a little chalkboard sign, like a sandwich sign. You know, those little signs that...
Thank you, Marcel. I tried.
How do you do that? My arms won't go that way.
It's a sandwich board.
They go like this, and it stands.
It's a sandwich board.
A sandwich board. But it's like a chalkboard on both sides. So I'm trying to create a little...
Ooh, Crystal
a little sign
big screen
to like let people know that December 5th will be the official opening to the public of our store because people keep walking up to our store and trying to open the door. And they like, oh, and they kind of look around and go, oh. And sometimes they pull out their phone and they like try looking it up to find out like, what is this place?
Any recommendations on a Cricut for a beginner?
I'm not like the Cricut expert. You can get the fairly inexpensive ones. I feel like I've heard that Air 2 does a lot. I've heard that that's good.
On the sharing group, there's a lot of people that ask this question constantly, which one's the best one? So
Tim knows. Tim knows more about it than I do. More than he'd like to know.
More than I would like to know. Usually it's that they usually say the Maker 2 or the Air.
Maker 2. The Maker 2 or the Air 2, I think
the Air 2.
Are the ones that you can get your best bang for your buck. You can do most of all the things that a beginner would want to do, and then it'll grow with you for a while. You'll be able to do lots. It's very versatile and user-friendly is what I've heard.
Yes, okay? And the only reason that... I'm
going to seal it with my clear sealer, Rust-Oleum clear sealer, okay?
And one of the things that most of the people said was the only reason to really bump up to a Maker 3 is if you're doing a large quantity of stuff.
I have the Maker 3. It's probably more than I need necessarily, but I wanted to have it to be able to do large quantities of stuff.
She said she was thinking of the Explorer Air 2. That would probably be a good thing.
And watch, they always have like Black Friday deals. So if you're not like in a super rush to get it, hold off a little bit. A lot of stores do early Black Friday, so just watch for sales, okay? You should be able to find it on sale, okay? Especially the Maker 2 you should be able to find that on sale. Definitely. All right, so I'm going to dry these a little bit, and I'm going to set them aside and let them kind of finish drying while we work on the rest of the sled. 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 So I'm trying to we have that sandwich board, chalk board at the shop. I'm going to keep this handy because I'm probably going to use it again. But I'm going to set these back over, we'll just set them back over here out of the way, off to the side, let them cool and set. Okay?
Lynn says, I worked in a mall store. You'd be amazed at the amount of people that would try to open the door even with the lights out.
Oh, yeah. Yes. All right. So 1, 2, get all my pieces.
Welcome, Gina.
I'm going to grab a baby wipe.
She said she needs a smile today.
You need a smile today? Well, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully we can give you a smile, okay? I'm sure I'm going to do something to make you either roll your eyes or smile. One or the other is going to happen. You'll either be like, oh, girl, this girl's a mess. Or you'll be like, ha, I can relate.
Been there, done that.
Because she's got a squirrel for a brain. A squirrel brain for a brain. Whatever. See, can't even say it. I can't even get it right. I'm just going to darken this up a little bit with a little bit of antique wax. I'm actually going to use a brush. Because I kind of want to get a little bit more darkness than what I'm going to get if I just go at it with my wipe. And then we can wipe the excess off.
Patty says next project, make an open close sign for the door.
Well, that's, yes. We actually, because we didn't know what our hours would be and we didn't want to be locked in and committed to certain hours on our graphics on the doors. So that's why we didn't do it. But we've got the upper windows up top and we figured we would utilize that space to be able to put a sign up there. So what we are going to do is right now, our little sandwich board, I was going to write opening December 5th, 10 a.m. on it. And then have our store hours listed so people will know what days we're open and what days we're closed because we're not going to be open every day. So figure that way, if somebody sees it, they know, and they won't waste a trip or drive up there thinking we're going to be open if they already know. So, all right, so see, it got nice. Whoop, it got nice and good and dark, okay?
Oh, it's Tammy's birthday, too.
Happy birthday, Tammy. So I was going to make a sign, but I'm like, y'all, I do not have, like, especially when it comes to, like, signage and posters and things like that.
Yes, Gina.
I don't have the fancy handwriting, okay, that I'd like to have. So I even asked everybody yesterday in the girls and everybody, I was like,
Of course I am, Andrea.
I'm like, do any of y'all have some fancy handwriting that you can maybe write our chalkboard out? And they're all like, oh no, I can't do it. So we, I thought what I can do, I have these little chalk pens, so I figured I can create a graphic with the Cricut, with what I wanted to say, put it on our board, Andrea. Use my chalk pen, fill it all in, and peel it off.
Where am I at here?
That's my plan.
Yes.
But I realized I only have, all my vinyl that I have is iron-on, cardstock, it was like sticker cardstock, and what was the other one? There was one other one. I had one piece of like, but it wasn't big enough, of just like the regular removable vinyl because I want to be able to peel it off afterwards. So it didn't work. I kind of thought I tried to use, hold on y'all. Okay.
Whoa.
Phone call. What? Why say whoa like that? It's just a phone call.
Well, no, I know the number.
No, I know, so do I. But why say whoa like that? You're like, going to be like, whoa, what?
Huh.
Nothing to be concerned about.
No.
It's just an 800 number. We know that number.
I know that number.
I know, because they call all the time. It's just junk stuff.
I hope so.
So, anyways, what was I saying? You distracted me.
I don't know.
You totally distracted me there, and that's what we do around here. Tim likes to distract me.
It happens.
You only have to do the front side of these ones because this back side you're never going to see. You only have to do the inside of these ones because this side you're never going to see. Same for this one.
A cereal box works, but we would have to have a cereal box.
A cereal box works for what?
For your stencil. To cut out for your stencil?
Oh. I don't have cereal box, though. We don't eat cereal here.
Yeah, we don't have cereal here.
Is that weird? We don't eat cereal. Trevor eats cereal. Trevor's the only one that eats cereal. I guess suppose other boxes similar, I guess, could work. I suppose.
I don't think so.
Do we what?
Other boxes that size.
Well, I don't know if we have I'm just saying other boxes would work. I'm not saying we have other boxes that size. I'm just saying other boxes. Like maybe the Ritz cracker box. Maybe we can open that up.
Smells like drugs.
Something like that. Well, I did spray.
She's been spraying.
I did spray.
We're down here huffing. Leave us alone.
Stop it. Don't say that.
Stop. I can't
Facebook is going to be like, what'd you say? What'd you say?
Tim's illiterate.
What are we reading? Am I reading too? Do I get to read?
I don't know what I'm reading. Oh.
Do I get to read too? Can we all read? No, I don't get to.
Maybe I should let you read this.
I don't get to read it?
How can you, dude?
Oh, gotcha.
Do I get to read it? Oh, I get
All right.
to read it. I get
Oh
in
my
on
God.
it. Get in on it.
Stop.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. I'm in on it.
You said.
It wasn't very exciting.
What
It
about you said I love cereal? What?
I
You
said
eat
you're
cereal.
the only one who eats cereal in this house.
We don't have cereal in the house.
Really.
I mean, I don't eat cereal
Somebody
too
suggested
often.
we use a cereal box for something, and I said
Oh,
we don't
that's
have a
like
cereal
nothing.
box. We don't have
We
one.
don't use it. Pasta
So-
box? If anything, Dad. We don't
Pasta.
have that.
Yeah.
Dad does that more than.
What?
What? Eat cereal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since
Well,
Trevor's even really eaten much cereal.
I do the cocoa pep, the cocoa.
We're just drying this, guys. We're just drying this.
I do the cocoa crisp. Dad does the
Yes.
off-brand raisin brand.
That's right.
Yes. The Kroger Raisin Bran Crunch. That's Tim's thing. Yes, this is from our shop. This is from our
Yeah, I just posted the link in there again.
Okay. All right, so we are getting it dry. I think I might do the back side of this part just because it's kind of gotten messy, and just in case you get a little peekaboo of it,
Call it
it's
macaroni.
probably good to do the back just a little bit. So let me get the back side of this. I'm not gonna like
shut
do
the
it
door.
too fancy schmancy. It doesn't really need to be, but we're gonna do it some. Nice to see him with a shirt on, right, Gina? It's kind of
It's kind of chilly.
it's getting cooler here in Michigan.
Kathy said, "Wow, a fully clothed Trevor."
I know, right? I know. If you're new here, Trevor in the summertime never has a shirt on.
Yeah,
Half
never.
the time in the winter he doesn't either. But he did today. He's on his way out the door.
Oh, he's already gone.
Yeah, he was on his way out the door. That's why he had
He came to visit us for the weekend and is spending a little time with us.
Yes, we've seen him for a whole maybe hour total since he's been home since like 4 o'clock yesterday. Well, probably like 6 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah.
We've seen him for about an hour total.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Okay, so let me dry this, and then we're gonna go to our next step.
Gina says, "Enjoyed the Christmas tree craft last night."
That was so fun. Our little Christmas tree. I posted a photo this morning.
Okay, guys, get ready. I'm gonna grab some names. Or did I already say that once, and we're just waiting on it?
I don't think you said it, but can you show them the trees while I dry this?
I'll show them the important tree.
He's going to show you his. He's not going to show you mine. He's going to show you
Yes.
his. Of course he's going to show you his.
This one is mine.
That's Tim's. Didn't he do a good job?
Isn't that cool?
That was our bonus craft for last night's a bonus craft night
And then-
with our craft kit group.
This was, ouch, that hurt. This was Christie's.
Ooh, you had a bad storm in,
I just
did
saw
you
something
say
that said
Washington?
prayers.
Yeah, because you was responding to someone.
Oh.
We don't know yet, Gina. We're still waiting to hear. He's been having some issues like getting his paperwork got like held up with the NCAA. She asked about Trevor pole vault team. His paperwork with the NCAA got held up, and the coaches he can't do anything with the coaches until that is all done. So he's had to reach out to another person that is supposed to be able to help him
Okay,
with that, but
Vicky.
it's been like a really slow process.
see
And
if
he
I
was
can
kind of
find
late
that.
coming to the game with it. So it's been a little bit of a slow process. All right, so before I do
Yeah,
my
because
next
his coach
step,
didn't tell him it was something he needed to do.
yeah, he didn't realize. It's not like we come from a long line of sports people in our family in college, so
Right.
we didn't really know the process, and no one told us. So, ceramic coat, white. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to add a little bit on here. I'm not going to do the these parts because they're going to be covered. This part's going to be covered, so you're not going to see it. So just these 3 pieces, the seat and the 2 straight pieces.
All right, we have Candace Barrett, Aaron Patnode Miser, Elaine Rogers, Dawn Booble, Shelley Friedman, Shelley Teeters, Suzanne Brown, Marianne Keel, oh jeez,
Oh, jeez.
Netolinsky, Ramona Roberts, Sue Downing, Christine McCants, Margaret Owens, Marcia, Jan Goodyear, and Helen Gonzalez.
All right. So if you just heard your name, it means you're in our crafty mail bucket. I'm just darkening up the spots I already got. I want this to kind of look like, you know, it's been around for a while. It's been like layers of paint.
Are we crafting this weekend? Is this weekend or is it next weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
Who's
Yeah, for the craft kit group.
Yeah,
no, that's next weekend.
Marcel was asking.
Yeah, it's next weekend. If you look in your kit, there'll be a paper in there that has the date on it for you. And it's also posted in the group if you ever can't remember. All right, I think that's good.
Yes, Candace, this is in the shop.
This is in the shop.
Yeah, T-Bone's here. He's right here just trying to be a bum, aren't you?
T-Bone's been a little funny lately. He's been acting a little funny.
He's gotten some trouble lately, so he's very, very sucking up.
He has. He's been a bad dog. He's been a bad dog. We told y'all how he chewed through the wires on Tim's trailer, and then he chewed through the internet wire for the pole barn. And we figured it was because of the squirrel, like the squirrels and the chipmunks that like to get up under the trailer and stuff like that. Well, now we're rethinking that maybe that isn't necessarily the reason. Maybe he just likes to chew wires all of a sudden. Because we caught him last weekend. Bad dog. Yeah, he's looking. He knows. We caught him last weekend, y'all. He chewed through the wires of our air conditioner for the house. In case you didn't know what air conditioner was for and what wires he could have been chewing through.
See,
yeah,
there he is.
Yeah, that sweet innocent little face.
That sweet innocent little dog.
That sweet innocent little face.
Little dog.
Chewed through the air conditioning wires.
Dog.
And then we caught him trying to chew through the wires of the like the grounding wire. Like, dude, don't mess with that thing. He tried chewing through the wires of the pool pump for the swimming pool.
Yeah.
So we've had to like cordon off everything and put things there so he can't get to them. Yes. I'm like, what do you do? Like, how do you stop that? Why? I'm like, is he like copper deficient? Like he wants the copper in the wires? Is it the rubber coating on the wires? Like, what is it?
Cool.
Why? The dog doesn't chew anything. He chews the corners of his beds, and he'll chew blankets if they're in his bed. He doesn't chew shoes. He doesn't chew furniture. He doesn't chew anything else. But he likes to chew wires all of a sudden. What? Where's all my like vets and vet techs out there? Like, give me my free advice. Like, what is my dog doing when he's chewing through these wires? A doggy psychologist? Do we have a pet psychologist out there? Somebody tell me. Because we got to stop this, because this is a problem. And for one, it's a problem because it's going to get very expensive for us. And two, it's a problem because it's going to get very dangerous for him. And that's going to get very expensive for us. And we don't want anything happening to him.
Wires for that air conditioner condenser again. It ain't going to take much.
Hilda, if you signed up for the master class, you would have gotten an email with the link to join the private group. And all the information's in the private group once you join. Everything's pinned to the top of the group in the featured section. Check your email. If you did not get it, send a private message to the Facebook page here, and we can help you get the link to get in there. But yeah, you would have gotten an email with all the information for joining the group after you signed up.
So Jenny says a huge change in his routine has happened moving to the shop.
Maybe. He's just, maybe. So is it just a matter of time and he has to adjust? Is that what it is?
Debbie says it's his teeth.
Oh, you think his teeth are bothering him? Does he need to go to the doggy dentist?
Well, he keeps chewing on wires.
You're going to need the doggy dentist. He's going to have some fried. He's going to have some fried teeth. Okay, so this is all dry. I kind of wanted to give it a minute and let it kind of settle and set.
Oh,
we're going to do a little chippy paint technique, okay?
That dog gets so much attention.
We're going to use, I'm just using the little brush today. I have brushes that are dedicated to this. You don't want to use your everyday brushes that you want to use for painting, okay? You want them to stay nice and fresh and good and ready to use. You don't want to ruin them because what's going to happen, you're going to use Vaseline and it's really hard to get the Vaseline out. So I just have 3 brushes here that every time I do Vaseline, I just throw them in here. I reuse them. These are my Vaseline brushes, okay? I don't cross them over with my painting stuff. I only use this for painting. See, it can get a little bit of junk in there. Do not be putting this on your cuts or your dry, open, raw skin or anything like that, okay? Just for crafting, not for crafting and medical, okay?
Helen said
Keep
she
it separate.
put twinkle lights in her tree from last night.
Oh,
I bet that looks cool.
yes. I bet that's really pretty. So I'm just adding some Vaseline here and there on my sled. I almost called it a sleigh again.
Yeah, he's got plenty of toys to chew on.
He does. He does. Anywhere that I put the Vaseline, yeah, he's got tons of like good, solid, chewy, rubby
toys.
rubby toys.
Yeah.
Some of them look a little. Some of them laying out in the yard look a little suspicious. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
They make those tossy throw dog toys. I don't know why they make them the way they make them.
Will these cutouts be in the storefront on the 2nd?
They will. Yep. They most certainly will. So I'm just putting Vaseline where I don't want my paint to stick. And I'm kind of being a little more strategic than I normally am because I want to make sure I have some of the white showing, some of the brown showing. The thicker you put it on, the less paint will stick. The thinner you put it on, a little bit of paint might stick in that areas. So you kind of go just a little heavier here, a little lighter there. There's no right or wrong way, and it's going to be different every time. Every time. You're never going to get like 2 identical chippy paint techniques.
Ooh, Barbie's watching, doing Christmas gifts at the same time.
Ooh, fun.
Use what she has.
Yes, use what you got. Y'all, I've been like on a mission to use what I've got. Okay, I have not, if you've noticed, I've not done a Dollar Tree live in a really long time. I've not gone shopping at Dollar Tree in a really long time, but y'all, I went into Dollar Tree the other day because I needed one thing. I only got that one thing. I stayed on task, but I told Tim, I said, we got to go back to Dollar Tree this weekend. We got to go back to Dollar Tree because they've got some cute stuff.
I ain't got time.
We've got it. And I got time?
Well.
Do you really think I got time? There's always time for Dollar Tree. Always. Always, y'all. I'm not doing the sleighs, the whatever they're called. The blades. What is it called? The blades of the sled. The runners, the blades, the metal parts. Because these are going to be covered in our galvanized metal pieces that come with it, okay?
They're the runners?
The sled runners.
All right, I'm going to grab some more names here.
I think that's good.
Why did the YouTube live start over?
The YouTube live did not start over. Well, not on our end anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
Try to fast forward it to where we are. I don't know. That's weird. Some wire coatings have soy in it. Maybe he's lacking something in his diet. Maybe you need to take him to the vet. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks. I had a feeling somebody was going to tell us we had to take him to the vet.
There's $500.
I know. But I feel like, what's the vet going to tell us? What are they going to tell us?
To buy their
Hide the
$50 dog food.
He needs these vitamins right here. You can't have any other ones. He's got bars.
He has to eat this food here.
So I'm using my
$47.95
tomped red.
Tomato red?
Tomped red, which I also like to call tomato red. Tomped red. It should be called tomato red because it looks like a tomato, in my opinion.
Okay, I got some names here.
But we're going to use some of that. Put a good, generous amount out there.
Okay, we have Eileen Ragsdale, Coyce Blair, Patty Campbell, Jenny Roberts Day, Janice Van Blarkum, Cindy Berg, Kathy Turner Hodges, Patty Campbell, Tammy Reuter Parsons, Kathy Tebb, Helen Gonzalez, Tammy Ruchek, Deb Bell, and Teresa Matheson.
Okay, I waited because I want to instruct you guys on how I'm doing this. So I'm putting a generous amount on my brush, getting my red, and then I'm going to drag it over. I don't want to overwork it. With this, it's kind of a balance. I don't want to get so much that I fill in all my little cracks and holes, but I just want to like put it on in one coat. I don't want to have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth and work it in, because you don't want to mix it with that Vaseline. You want it to kind of lay over top of the Vaseline, okay? Does that make sense? So I'm just going to kind of drag it over without going back and forth and stirring it up and making a big thing, okay? Just laying it on
Yes,
top.
yes, Brenda, the sled's in the shop.
Yes, this is from our shop. This was this last week's release? Maybe the week before.
I don't know.
But yes. And if it does at some point, I don't know. Tim just cut more of these today because I told him I was crafting with it. So I said, you better cut some more. If it shows out of stock, ignore that. You can still order it because I know we have more, but we had, Cody was off today. We were a little short staffed today, okay? No, I was the only one in the...
It was a Monday.
Austin and I were the only ones in the office, and Austin was up to his eyeballs helping with some computer stuff today. We had, y'all, listen, I'm going to tell you, Austin and I have been fighting with messages, okay? If you have sent us a message and we have not gotten back to you in a timely manner lately, we apologize for that. Messenger has been messing up. We will go through and answer all the messages, and then we will like refresh the page, and all of a sudden a bunch more pop up from like 5 days ago. Like we had messages from Monday popped up today. Every day we complete and answer all the messages. And then today, a chunk of messages from Monday showed up in our inbox. So Messenger's being a little weird. So I don't know what's going on. It's been happening like this for about 2 weeks now. So we are trying to figure out our game plan because we don't want to miss your guys' messages. We don't want to miss important things from you guys. But I want you to know that we're not
Genesis
ignoring you.
Messenger's getting updated again.
It probably is. I believe it is. And whenever they feel like they have to update something, they screw it up. They screw it up.
No.
I know. They're like, we're fixing it. We're making it better. We're like, no, you're not. You're ruining it. Stop fixing it. It was just fine. Yeah, so the same thing with groups. Groups is screwing up right now, too. Y'all, I was telling the craft kit group last night.
This is absolutely hilarious.
Y'all, the groups are created by the page. So Christy's Craft Room owns all of our groups. The craft kit group, the craft sharing group, the homemade masterclass group. All of our groups are created through the page. So the page is automatically an administrator of the group. And then when I create the group, it automatically adds my personal profile as an admin of the group as well. Because as soon as I create it, it says one member, and I look at it, it's me. Because I own the page. The page owns the groups, right? And it's never been a problem.
Yeah.
About a week and a half ago, pretty close to the same time the Messenger started screwing up, all of a sudden, I went to put a post in the craft kit group. And then I went back later, I'm like, where's my post? Why isn't my post there? So I start looking around. And I'm like, wait a minute. I can't see any member requests. I can't see any, post requests. Like, what's going on? What's happening here? So I had to switch it over to my personal profile to be able to manage the page and approve my post that the page created. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, Jan just Googled why dogs chew cords. Grown dogs do it to keep their jaws... what? On YouTube.
YouTube? Oh,
Oh,
right
there
here.
it is. To keep their...
Also for tooth growth and for boredom.
Well, he better find a hobby. The dog better find a hobby.
That
He's
dog,
bored.
I don't understand how that dog could be bored.
Yeah, he shouldn't be bored. We keep that dog pretty busy and entertained around here. But I would rather him be bored than like have other issues. So
Yeah.
so we'll just go with that.
Yeah.
All right, a couple little spots to touch up, just a couple.
Gloria says, what is in the subscription box this month? Haven't opened it since I'm not sure how to be in the group.
You haven't opened your box? If you open your box, it'll tell you how to be in the group. There's a very important piece of paper in your box. So open your box. If you got a box, open your box. There's a piece of paper right at the top inside your tissue paper. You'll open it. There'll be some tissue paper in there. And then there'll be a white piece of paper in there that has the date of craft night. It tells you how to join the group. If you still have trouble, send us a private message and we will help you out. But definitely open the box, girlfriend. All your supplies that we send you are in the box, along with that very important paper.
Jenny says, finish your story about the live last night.
Oh, shoot.
Where were you at?
What was my story about the live last night? What was I telling you all about it?
Oh, about how the messages and all that was messing up? Or no,
I finished that.
how all the pages are connected, and I don't know.
I think I finished that one.
Did you finish that story?
I was telling them in the group last night. That's all I said about the group for that story. There must be another story, y'all. What story did I not finish? If you're new here, welcome. This is normal. I start telling a story, I get distracted, I forget, and I don't finish the story. And y'all got to remind me to finish the story.
Some of them?
Someone refresh my brain of what it is. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Janice has a baby niece that was born today.
Congratulations, Miss Janice. Congratulations. I'm going to get hit a little bit on the edges just so it's not solid brown on the edges. I'm okay with a little bit of the brown peekabooing through because we have the brown peeking through on top too.
Gloria says, don't know how to use the barcode.
Oh, if you have a phone with a camera on it, you just open your camera and you can hold it over there. When the little yellow box pops around it, you click on it and open it. Or you can just... Or you should have gotten an email when you first signed up, and there's a button in the email that you can use, too. Or send us a private message, and we'll get you the link. It moved, and I couldn't read it before you had me look. I said that. But last night in the group, that's right. Yes, thank you, Jenny. Yes, last night in the group, so because all it's messing up, and it's not letting me post anything, so then I have to go back and then I have to prove it. So last night I go on and I click the button, and Tim's trying to post the Zoom link in the group for those that want to do it on Zoom too, and he's like, where did it go? Why isn't it there? It's not there. And he's looking for it, and then all of a sudden he realized it didn't post because he's on my computer, and I can't post to the group without approving it. So then he had to go over and approve it. So I'm sitting here like, y'all, this is ridiculous. Facebook is...
And she was like going for like 3 or 4 minutes.
I had my glue sticks in my hands. Where's my glue sticks?
She was just running with it, just like the beginning of a normal live, and then it's like...
I was talking away. I had my 2 glue sticks because I ran out of glue sticks because
Y'all, it was a hot mess last night.
I own a craft store, but I didn't have no glue sticks, y'all. Isn't that the way it goes? The plumber can't fix the plumbing in his house. The carpenter
Shoemaker ain't never got shoes.
Right. Yeah, I own
Don't
a craft
talk about
store.
the carpenter.
I got glue sticks coming out every orifice of you at the shop. Here, no, I had 2 glue sticks to get us through the entire live of gluing, y'all. These require a lot of glue if you never noticed. You gotta glue all those little tiny blocks together. So I had 2 glue sticks. And I'm like going and I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm so mad. Facebook, you and your groups.
Yes, Mary, we see it.
Okay. And then he's like, where's the live? I can't find the live. Where's the live? I thought you were live. You couldn't find the live. When I went live in the group, it was in there waiting for approval. So I'm here all by my lonesome self, complaining all to myself. Because nobody approved my post. Nobody approved me to go live in the group. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're kidding me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Facebook says, have a business page.
Oh, Charmaine said her streak came apart a few times. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. You might need more glue. You might need more glue. Mine held together. I was trying to, we were being conservative with our glue just in case because we didn't want to run out. All right, guys, so we're going to dry this. The spots where...
All I had was 1 glue stick, and I still got this much left.
We were conservative. I know, I was being super conservative with mine. The spots where you have Vaseline, if you're using like a heat gun or something to dry it, you can just walk away and let it dry. That's fine. obviously you guys don't want to sit here and watch paint dry, so I'm helping it along with the heat gun. When you do it with the heat gun though, sometimes the spots where the Vaseline is, it might get a little shiny looking. That Vaseline is never going to dry. It's going to stay wet under there, and it's going to get warm, and it might get a little shiny looking, okay?
Andrea says if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I know,
Well,
right?
you know what an engineer says?
You can see.
An engineer says if it ain't broke, fix it till it is.
There you go. So you can see where the Vaseline is.
Or if it ain't broke, it ain't got enough options.
Is that the way it goes?
Yep.
Okay. With both these pieces.
Yes, she used the Vaseline technique.
I did. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside, let it cool, let it do its thing, just let it cool a little bit. While that's cooling, we're gonna bring our metal
Cheryl
back.
says hers fell apart because she used her heat gun to dry the paint and it remelted the glue.
Oh, yep. You need to be careful when you are drying hot glued items, when you're drying your paint over them. Don't let it get too hot.
Should have painted before we glued it.
Yeah, but to paint every single one of those little blocks, that we would have been here forever. You could do it, but I don't know. Would you guys want to? That would have been a long time.
That'd have been a long night.
Yes. All right. So we're going to go ahead and glue our pieces on. So these are going to be a perfect little fit on here. So see, I didn't paint. Didn't paint that side. I only stained the outside. Because you're not going to see it,
the
okay?
Inside, actually.
The inside. So yeah, that's the inside. Okay. So we're going to glue these on. I'm going to use a combination of a little bit of...
Hey Marcel, can you send us a message on that?
I'm going to Marcel, if you're in the group, you don't need the email anymore. The email just, it mainly gets you into the group. If you're in the group, go to the featured section of the group, and all the information, all the supply lists, all the links, everything is pinned in the featured or the announcement section, whatever it looks like on your computer. The email basically just told you just an abbreviated blah, 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 and
blah, blah, blah.
Here's how you get in the group. But I'm pretty sure you're in the group. What am I looking for? E6000.
I don't have a clue.
You can use the gel super glue. I'm going to use the E6000 in hot glue because it's a bigger surface. I usually use on the bigger surfaces this technique. If I'm doing real small pieces, I use the gel super glue. Both of them work well.
Let's see. Yeah, the only did not see the tree last night. Is there a way to watch again? Only if you're in the subscription group.
If you're in the craft kit group, I don't know who asked that, but if you're in the craft kit group, then you can watch it on replay in the group. And if you join the group in the future, you can watch all the videos from the last 2 years, 2.5 years, in the group. I always keep a little barbecue skewer handy because my E6000 always ends up getting a little pluggy on me. So I just stick that in there and clean it out. Clean out the hole. But there's not much left in this tube, so that doesn't help. Come on, baby. So just putting some E6000 on here.
Yeah, the artificial trees have come down in price that are pre-lit.
Oh, yeah. Remember how expensive those pre-lit trees were when they first came out? How insanely expensive they were?
Janice was asking about real versus fake. She was thinking about going to a artificial.
Yeah, we're doing the real tree again this year for home. We bought an artificial one that's pre-lit for the store because we needed a real skinny one.
Fire code.
Is that, like, I was going to say, is that a thing?
Well.
Like, would that be a thing?
No.
All right, I'm putting some hot glue on here. You do want to, the hot glue is just going to kind of hold it temporarily until...
Eileen, yes, it does cost to join the craft kit group.
Yes. We do have a wait. It's not currently open. Our group is full right now, but we do have a wait list that you can join if you're interested in it. Can you grab the texting and hold it up for her? If you text craft kit.
That was crap box.
It's either one, craft kit or craft box. Craft box confuses some people. They're like, is that the same as the craft kit group? It is. So either one, you can text craft box or craft kit to that phone number. That will put you on the wait list. And when we go live, we will, or when we open it to new members, we'll send a text out to anyone who's on that wait list and give you a chance to join. All right, so there's one of my little sled blades, runs, whatever you want to call it. So there's one. This piece we're not going to glue on yet because we have to attach it first, okay?
There's a few people that say they can't have the real trees because of allergies.
Oh, yes, allergies. Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
You know what I just realized? Didn't we discover that the scraper wasn't in here? Is there? I need to open this more, babe. Your belly's got to get out of the way. Move the belly, move the belly. I need to get all the way in. My scraper's not in here. Erg. Y'all, where did the scraper get used?
I don't know.
I like to use a scraper.
I don't think the.
You can use a rag and you can use other things. I can try
this
this.
one? Well, now your belly's annoying.
I have these.
Nope.
Let me try this.
You could use the back side of the saw.
No, I'm not using my saw. I like my saw. No, this is plastic and it's kind of hard, so I think we can do this. So when you do the scraper, I like to drag it, not push it. So just drag it, and it's gonna drag the paint off. Okay, see what happened there? It's just where the Vaseline was.
Did you see
the
what I did there?
Vaseline adds as a barrier and keeps the paint from sticking where the Vaseline is, okay? So it just scrapes it off. Just drag it off, like so. Have a diaper wipe or something handy. Rag or something. And it kind of gives you that old chippy look. You can do one solid color. You don't have to do two colors like I did if you don't want to. I just thought it would be fun to have another color showing there.
Rain says, where are you going to put the sled?
It's
a good question.
Well, it can go as an ornament on the tree. You can attach it to a wreath form. It can just go as a freestanding decoration.
Or you could hang it from the ornament hanger that we have in the shop.
It's kind of big for our ornament hanger in the shop, but.
Yeah, Tammy, I'll get names here in a minute. Get ready, I'll get names.
But there's lots of different things you could do with it. It's really, really up to you what you would want to do with it.
Okay. I want to ride it down a sled hill.
Well, if you can fit your hiney on this, you can ride it down the sled hill. Good luck. No?
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't use, it's Mom's hairspray.
Elena just asked if I would use it. She just like yelled down the stairs, did you use, what did she say? Did you use spray paint?
Yeah, 45 minutes ago, where you been?
It smells up here really bad.
Then
Sorry.
take a shower.
It's spray paint.
Y'all, I get in trouble from the kids every time. Every time. I only sprayed a little bit, but I get in trouble every time. Okay, so now we can put our sled together. Sled together. Put our sled together. And now that my glue gun's been sitting here off the glue thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I got some names here.
Got some names?
I got some names. We have Robin Kisty, Charmaine Lippa, Jenny Roberts Day, Gloria DeLaverne, Amanda Paula Hart, Tammy Reuter Parsons, Janice Van Blarkum, Shirley Goldade, Patty Campbell, Sue Downing, Lavada Lavinier Vance, Deb Bell, Jan Goodyear, and Helen Gonzalez.
It can go either way, so it doesn't really matter. This part can go up or down. It really doesn't matter. You just want to make sure that your metal pieces are on the outside, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some hot glue around my little edges here, and then on the top little edge there. Oops, I got to do both. Go kind of quick so it can not set before I get it on there. Okay, and kind of hold it straight. Hold it for a second. Hold it straight. I'm going to kind of like scrape that little chunk of glue that squirts out just so it doesn't raise it up on me because we're gonna glue our little trim pieces on there. And I don't want it to have a chunk of dried glue under there. Okay. Now we'll do the next one. So I'm gluing all the way around this little tip here, and I'm putting some glue, making sure there's some on this top edge and this top edge of both of these pieces, okay? We're gonna come back to the skinnier piece. So it's these two wider pieces. Where are we? Oh my gosh. You need a charger.
Oh, Elena, grab my charger.
Sorry you guys, Tim's battery was dying. The two wider pieces is where we're gonna glue our seat to our sled
there's one
on. Never mind,
Never
Elena.
mind, Elena.
Really?
Hold on, YouTube. You're gonna get a little shaky, maybe.
Oh, and I need a glue stick. Oh, yeah.
There we
The
go.
second I get off the steps,
It's all right. You
you
don't need to.
guys tell me you need a charger. The second I get to
We
the
could have
top of
just
the
let you bring the charger and let you go all the way and said never mind.
steps.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Cheryl. We are gifting tonight.
Yes, we
Hi.
are gifting. I never even told you guys that. Sorry about that. We are gifting one of these sleds
Okay, go
to
take
somebody.
the
I've got it sitting right here. So we are going to gift this sled right here to somebody to create one. Sorry about that. And if you want, you could always go back and add just a little drop of glue.
I have a sledding story.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So
Hold on one second.
I think I know.
You can put just a little bit of glue
No,
just
you
on
don't.
the inside to add just a little bit of reinforcement if you want to, if you're concerned. But you don't have to. Okay, I'm gonna let that set for a second, then we're gonna flip it over. And then we're gonna add our little top pieces here.
here's one of the trees that was made with the blocks. Someone was asking to see again.
Oh, yep. These little flat pieces, if you look at it, you can see the little holes where we put it together. These little flat pieces are meant to go over that and cover those. All right, sledding story, Tim.
So-
tell us your sledding
Okay.
story.
It's a long one. It's
Oh.
a long story.
Oh, it's a long one.
Yes, this goes back to when I was like 11 or 12.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
You know those 11, 12-year-old boys can get in a lot of trouble.
Well, we were sledding. My sister, one of her girlfriends was over, and we went tobogganing because it's like within walking distance of the house. There's some really great sled hills out in the woods. So
Aunt Tammy?
yes, and so this friend spent the night, and she fell off the toboggan, and we ended up running. She fell off the front of the toboggan, and the toboggan ended up running her over. Yeah.
Can we
And,
just pause and take a moment to remember the old-fashioned toboggans and how amazing they were,
They were so
and
much
how
fun.
fast they went, and how many kids you can pile onto one of those? They don't make them like they used to.
I mean, that thing was quick.
I thought you were gonna tell the one
So-
about you guys like when you went down them on like the cafeteria trays.
Oh no, that's a
That
different
was,
story.
that was a grown-up.
That was an adult story. So
That's how we're
then
looking.
years later,
Cute.
as I'm
Next,
Like-
hold on.
Yeah.
Next, we're gonna glue the same way around both of these, the little skinny pieces, and then we're going to attach this where the little square holes are, okay? We're gonna attach it like that, okay? And then we're gonna add our metal piece, decorative
So-
metal piece.
years later, towards the end of my building career, I was a superintendent for a builder, and our lumber salesman, him and I, talked a lot, and come to find out he grew up not too far from where I grew up. And, after him and I knowing each other for about 5 years, I found out that he married my sister's best friend. The one that we ran over with the toboggan.
It's funny.
So as we're talking, he's like,
We're gonna glue our decorative piece on top.
we were talking about it, and then the next time I saw him, he's like, oh yeah, she still has her elementary school yearbooks.
I forgot my E6000.
And he's like, so yeah, I've seen all the pictures of you growing up through high school
That's
or
funny.
through elementary school.
So she must have been talking about you,
So
saying, oh, yeah, I know that guy.
Can you have this some photos? I want to see you in your yard.
That would require me to talk to him.
That was a long time ago. All right.
You don't talk to him?
No.
It wasn't Aunt
not
Tammy.
Not Aunt Tammy. It's somebody else.
No.
She listening to half the conversation. She
Well,
don't know
I
what
was
the
in the
conversation is.
Somebody asked about why you put the distressed part on the inside.
I did. What distress? Because we were covering the non-painted part. I only did that on the metal pieces. Okay, so you weren't going to see that unpainted, unstained part. So now when you see the back, it's all stained and it looks good. Okay, so you're not going to get bare wood showing. Okay, so we were covering, adding our metal accent pieces. That's the only part that went on the inside, was our inside of our metal pieces. Okay, look how cute, how cute, how cute, how cute, how cute. But you can literally just stop here and be done with it.
But why? You're crafters.
Are there wipes over there?
Ooh,
Did we take them all to the shop?
really?
Hands are gooey. My hands are gooey. I am going to I'm gonna find a wipe here, and then we're gonna
Well, I got
add to this.
don't even have the Clorox wipes.
I've got.
Holy cow! Really?
I am not wiping my hands with Clorox wipes, anyways. That seems
well,
very
you got
toxic.
none.
Can
That's
you just
it?
grab me a wet paper towel or something, just so I can get that? I have a little bit of Vaseline feeling stuff on my fingers. I've got red twine,
Wow.
but I've also got this twine, which I think could be fun as a hanger for it. I think that's going to be good. So we're going to use some of that. It's got these little holes, so you can add like a little rope to it. Get my scissors. Get my scissors. But yes, the toboggans, we used to have a toboggan, and you know, there were a lot of kids in my family. And when we went to the sledding hill, we would all pile on. And thank you. We would go flying down that hill. Somehow I feel like I always ended up in the front because I was little, and they just like throw me in the front.
Shelly says everything is ending up at the shop.
Everything is slowly making its way to the shop.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm literally just tying a knot here, because a real sledding toboggan isn't going to have anything fancy.
Ooh.
It's just going to have a couple knots tied.
The gnome, was that done? That was done here on the main page, right?
What gnome?
That one.
What one?
That one.
Yeah, the gnome behind me. Where is he? That guy?
This guy.
Yeah, he was just done on Friday. We did him here. Yeah,
Friday?
So Friday.
Last Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Today's Friday.
I'm sorry.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
That was my last live I did with y'all. So that would have been Wednesday. Wednesday. Y'all, the days all get mixed up.
Allison, the shop's about a mile away from the house.
Yeah, it's not too far. I gotta fix this. Fix my knot. I want it a little looser than that. Yeah, everything's ending up there.
Yeah, Vicky said she's got great memories on toboggans too.
I know, it's so fun. So fun. So fun. All right.
Yes, Marcel, that was.
I will still have like a small crafting stash here at home. I will. But the bulk of the stuff is going to go there, just because it's just too hard to have it in two places. I was going to like, oh, well, craft there sometimes. Oh, I'll craft here sometimes. It's primarily like when I'm crafting with y'all, it's going to be there at some point. It's all going to be moved there because it's just too much to try to have everything everywhere, because things happen like what happened last night. We realized we didn't have any glue sticks here because they were all at the shop. There's my little string, but I'm not done yet. I'm gonna make a little wreath for it. There's so much you can do. Like literally, you could add one of these little snowflakes to the front of it. How cute would that be? You could add some little words to it, merry and bright. You could put that on it. But I think I want to do a little wreath. I got some greenery here. And I've got, this is from Hobby Lobby. The little Canadian pine stems, they're called at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to take, probably just one of those, maybe two. I'm going to take some of this. This is from Hobby Lobby also, $2.99. It's, but it's with their like ribbon Buy it when it's 50% off. It's only $1.50. Love it, love it, love it.
Oh yeah, Billy says they would ride on an inner tube.
Oh yes, the big truck tire tubes, the big black tubes with the big thing that sticks out. Don't get that in your back. The air nozzle, yes, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
I just remember being little and that thing like digging into my back, all the way down the hill as you're bouncing. You got that thing jabbing you in the back. That wasn't very pleasant. I remember that. So I'm gonna kind of like loop this around just to give it some fullness a few times. Probably like 3
Right, Allison?
times.
She says you can still grill hamburgers when at the same time when you're at home.
Very true, right?
Well, at least halfway anyway.
Right. Yeah, they were not fully cooked. Tim had to like finish cooking them inside because she pulled them off a little too soon. But I guess it's better than pulling them off too late.
Too late, yes.
Too late. Come on, get all the same size. There we go. Right, so I'm going to loop that around. Okay, so we've got that. A little bit of fullness, but I think I'm going to take a little bit of this and add a little pine.
There was a couple of years, well, there was a year when the boys were little. We went to the local sled hill, and someone had pulled tied a rope to a car hood.
Yeah.
And pulled the car hood up the hill.
A bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
just living their best life, you know.
Yep, living their best life.
And then a couple dads had to come and shut it down.
And it wasn't me.
It wasn't Tim.
It wasn't me.
No, we were just watching. They had it handled. We just stepped back, and the kids were like so annoyed. They were like so annoyed. Like, fun spoiler. But there were a lot of people there. It wasn't like they were the only ones there, and they're gonna slide down. They're gonna do something crazy, and they're gonna hope they survive it. And someone's gonna end up. They're gonna have a story about the time that the buddy went to the ER and got the stitches because of all the things, right?
Because of the hood.
There were a lot of families. There was a super, super busy day. Listen, y'all, here, when we get a big snow and we get a snow day, the sledding hill is the place to be.
Everybody
goes there. You're like, there's a line going up the hill waiting for your turn to go down, okay? Right, there's my little wreath. There's my little wreath. Isn't that cute? A little bit of pine, a little bit of a...
Oh, yes, Patricia, please. Yeah, send us a... Well, do you plan on doing that big nativity scene again?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know. That's the risk, is sometimes things don't come back the next year. I don't know. We would have to redesign it for our new equipment, our new...
Oh, yeah, that's a pain.
I would have to redo the design completely. And I don't know. It's hard to say. You guys, I don't even know where I got these. I want to say these came from Hobby Lobby last year. They're like little holly berries and leaves. And I think we're going to glue some of those on there.
Oh, Holly said they used cardboard.
Oh, I've seen people do that before. I've never done it. We've got a little poinsettia. Maybe we can put that on there. Oh, maybe we'll make a little bow with our twine. I got this at Michael's on clearance either last year or the year before for 90% off after Christmas. So check Michael's to see if you can find something like this.
Allison Flint's about 2 hours from us.
Yep.
She says a friend of ours is a music composer, and has a premiere scheduled with the Flint, Michigan Symphony next fall.
Fun. Yep.
That's awesome.
It's about 2 hours.
It's about 2 hours from us.
Okay, there's another. All right. Let's see. Let's lay this all out. So we've got like 3 little holly berries and leaves. I think we're gonna make a little bow with this. So yeah, those kids, the dad was like, you can't do that. And they're like, what? It's fine. What? And they were like, no, it's not safe. You're not doing this. And the guy literally picked it up and walked away with it. This dad, he picked up the hood because they were gonna do it. They were kind of like, it's fine, and they were just like getting ready to pile on. And he walked over. He picked that thing up and he walked over by where the where you walk up the thing and he like put it over there and he's like, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Your mama and daddy will thank me. You might hate me, but your mama and daddy will thank me. Yeah. So I'm just going to tie a little bow. I got like 2 pieces of it, so it's doubled.
All right. I'm going to get ready, guys. I'm going to grab some more names here in a second.
Okay. Names for the bucket.
Oh,
Names
yeah.
for the
Tarps. Tarps is a good sled, too.
Yes. I think nothing beats the traditional toboggan, or the big black truck tire tube. Those, like, you hit a bump and you just, woo, like you ride that thing.
Aaron says, are you going to show the ice this year?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
We're going to be a lot closer to it.
It's going to be a lot easier for us to show the ice and to know when the icebreakers are in town because we can literally see where they come in and they dock when they first come in. So it's going to be a little easier for us to be like, they're here, let's run out there. And we can literally just walk out there and show you that area. Like there's other areas that are, there's one area that's really good to watch the icebreakers, but that's not going to be as accessible this year because it was an empty.
If you guys remember when I went live without her showing the icebreakers,
there's a really good spot.
that's where I was at.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not going to be there.
It's not going to be accessible because it's not accessible right now. I don't think you can even get to
No,
it.
you can get to it right now.
you?
It's not
There,
closed off yet.
there used to be a business there, and that was the parking lot, and they tore the business down, and apparently they're putting condos up.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
but We're just losing a cool place to watch the icebreakers.
It was always nice because it was a nice open spot. You can sit and watch the water there. You can watch the icebreakers, and there's other spots. We'll find another spot.
Yep.
But
All right.
that was one of our favorite spots to go sit and watch and wait for them to come through.
All right, we have Linda Bowman, Debbie Murphy, Sleziski, Elizabeth Cattle Oral, Dawn Booble, Linda Carlisle, Brenda Thomas,
I'm gonna do
Sheila
something.
Watson Wilson, Kim Haney, Vicki Kemp, Lavada Lavnier Vance, Crystal Foster, Linda's Roach, Jan Goodyear, and Sue Downing.
I'm not a fan of the glitter. Okay, so let me show you. They got glitter. Okay, they're sparkly. I'm not a fan of it. You like glitter and you want glitter. I'm gonna just add a little bit of paint to cover the glitter because I don't like the glitter. The glitter's getting throwing me
Sharia
off.
says, what is icebreakers?
Icebreakers is, we live in Michigan, and there's a river that runs between here and Canada, and there's a couple other islands, U.S. islands also.
Well, one's U.S., one's Canadian.
And in Michigan, when you live in Michigan, okay? Yes, I'm doing the Michigan thing, okay? Here's Michigan. Here's the Upper Peninsula, okay? Here is where we live. There's like a little hook there. We are right there at that little hook, okay?
Like the thumb knuckle.
There's a river, okay? So you've got all the Great Lakes that wrap around Michigan, okay? And all that water flows down through the rivers. So all that ice that gets frozen has to go somewhere, right? Okay, and it flows down. Well, what happens is sometimes the river freezes. And it's either one, it freezes and it's solid and they have to break it up, or two, the ice is flowing down and the ice jams up and the ice blocks the river, and it's called an ice jam or an ice dam, okay? And it'll block the water flow. So it'll build up with ice here in the river, and the water can't flow down anymore. And the water can't flow down anymore, and it causes flooding further north. So they have to clear it so the water can flow. And two, it's a major shipping channel through here.
Well, not only that, but the water below it will drop down too. Because remember, a couple years ago, some of the seawalls in Detroit were starting to flood.
Down here, down south, the water levels drop. Up here, the water levels rise because the water's not flowing anymore. But also, it's a major shipping channel, and the big barges that freighters that carry all kinds of cargo and resources and stuff can't get through. So the Coast Guard, the U.S. Coast Guard and the Canadian Coast Guard will work together, and they will bring their icebreakers, and they'll they'll go up and down, float up and down.
Yeah, they'll drive
They'll
up
drive up
and
and down the river. You practically could because the ice, but they would go up and down and break it to get the water flowing. And the ice jams, they just look amazing. Some years are more incredible looking than others. Some years it gets really bad. It's a neat thing to see, but it's a very bad thing to see because it causes a lot of problems. It causes flooding, causes a lot of damage to docks and seawalls, and so the last couple years, whenever that happens, I've been popping on with you guys and showing y'all. It's really neat to see when they come into town. So that is what an icebreaker is. It's just so normal to us because we've always seen it here. But there's so many of you guys on our page that have I've never heard of that. I've never seen anything like that. It's just so incredible to see. And I'm telling you, seeing it in person is so different. Like the videos, even going live and doing live video with you guys, it just does not do it justice to the immense power that the ice has.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Sometimes it can get it can actually sometimes when the ice is flowing, the ice will flow up onto land, and there's been times where it would continue to flow and push onto land and literally push into people's houses and damage their houses, knock down walls and stuff. It's so powerful and heavy.
Jenny says Tim had us hear the ice chunks banging into each other.
Yes, you can hear it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's really neat to see and neat to hear.
Yeah, that was the day I was gonna walk out on it.
No, if he's ever alive and he tells you he's gonna walk out on that ice, do not let him.
They're gonna stop me.
If you are ever out there, people do it every year. Every year people do it. They're like, oh, it's so cool, and it looks solid.
It is. It's very dangerous because there can be holes that
there's air pockets underneath there, and you can literally fall through. When you fall through that,
Marcel, you have a good night.
You're
you feel
not
better.
surviving. So don't ever go on the ice when it's like that. People do it all the time. Every year you see pictures of people out there walking around on the ice dams. It's so dangerous.
Yeah.
All right. So I did my little poinsettia too. So toned that down a little bit. So we're going to put that right on top of our little bow. It's still a little bit wet, but it'll dry in place.
Yes.
It'll dry in place.
Yes, the only safe ice is that in your cocktail.
Yes. Amen. Amen to that. We're going to glue our little berries on. And stick one there. Ooh, my glue gun is dripping.
Oh, Marjorie says it happens in Wisconsin with the SGNs coming up on land and damaging homes.
Yes, it can get really, really bad.
Yeah, I've seen some videos on YouTube.
Yeah, where you can Google ice dams or ice jams, ice flows. Ice flow is a good one to Google.
It's pushed right through houses.
It can get bad. They usually try to get ahead of it before it gets that bad, and they usually do a pretty good job here. I think it helps that we have the shipping channel here, and they gotta keep business flowing. They gotta keep things moving. All right, you guys, this little wreath, I'm telling you, even if you aren't doing this and you're doing a different craft, this is how cute
where'd it
that
go?
is.
Charmaine says you could put your last name across it.
Yes, you could put your name on it. Absolutely, with some little Jenga blocks or something.
Or even if you took a fine tip Sharpie or paint pen.
Yeah, black paint pen would be really good, or a red. That would be. All right, so I'm gonna attach this. I'm just gonna glue it.
They get the ice jams in Pennsylvania along the Susquehanna. Let's see that. Susquehanna. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Of course. Leave it to Cindy. Ice in a drink. You can choke on them.
Right. But it'll melt. It'll melt before it does too much damage.
Yes.
You might not feel good. It might be a little uncomfortable. But it'll melt before it keeps your airway blocked for too long. I mean, I guess it depends how big your chunk of ice is, but... All right, you guys. Look how cute.
Yeah, the kids have, growing up, the kids have always asked me about going ice fishing.
We're not. We're gonna
And,
get nervous.
you know, I'm not a
We need
huge,
name too. Don't forget. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget.
we're not, you know, I'm not a huge fisherman. I am huge, but I'm not a fisherman. And
We're gonna gift this in just a second, guys. Okay, so if you have not sprinkled this video, sprinkle, sprinkle, spread the love, because that's how we're gonna pick somebody. Okay.
and it's like,
And hang out and chat with us, because then we
Yeah.
need to see that you did.
I really got no desire to go out on the ice. None.
Yeah, it's.
I
I
had
fell
to-
through the ice when I was little.
I had to do it once to take pictures of a house we were building on the water.
He
But-
said that was enough for you.
Yeah, that was enough for me.
Okay, guys, here she is. Here she is. We're gonna pick a name in a second. So y'all, hold on. I got a glue web there. Let me get the glue web out of the way, and I'm gonna hold it up and show you. Do you think we should add some bells? I was gonna add a little string of bells from the side, but I don't know. I kind of think it's good the way it is. I kind of think it doesn't need it. What do you guys think? Should we add bells? Hearts for no bells, thumbs up for yes for bells. Just a little string of bells hanging like from the side. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking it doesn't need it. I'm kind of thinking it's kind of cute just the way it is. A little side view. Our little galvanized little metal runs for our sled. Love it. You always make everything look so cute. Well, thank you, Miss Barb. Thank you. The sled is awesome. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Miss Sue, for sprinkling. Tammy says it's very cute. Catherine says precious craft. Lynn says she avoids the ice as much as possible. I'm so clumsy. I don't blame you. Me too. Me too. Renee says she thinks it's perfect. Sharon says love the sled. This is in our shop. This is in our shop. We're going to gift one tonight. This is what it looks like when it arrives to you, all your little pieces. This is what it can look like after you craft it and create it yourself. How fun. This would be a fun one because a lot of people like to do like craft nights with the girlfriends. This would be a super fun one to do. Craft night. Have everybody order their kit, order their little set, and this would be a super fun one. And then maybe you can like have some embellishments and stuff there that they can then use and have them all come and craft together. Y'all, this is so cute. So cute. So literally you can hang it by itself like this. You can attach it to a wreath. What else did I say you could do with it earlier? Oh, you can hang it on a tree as a big oversized ornament. You could do it like a shelf leaner. You could have your little string kind of just come in the back here. Lean it on a little shelf like that. You could have it sitting, just sitting on display like that. So cute, so cute, so cute, so cute. Thank you, Miss Pamela. Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Susan. That turned out really cute.
Do you sell the stuff you make?
I don't sell the completed crafts. I sell, y'all, we've been talking about like, oh, we need to do an auction, but you know what? I don't know if we can do those anymore. I've heard some rumors that they've been cracking down on them and people have been getting in trouble, and I've not had a chance to really research it and see. Someone was saying that they've like changed it and they're getting strict on it, and I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen many people join the auctions in a while, so I just got to double check. I don't want to do anything to get myself in trouble here on Facebook.
Yeah, we get enough trouble.
I already got in trouble for using their music that they gave me to use, so I don't want to do anything to take any chances.
I'm out of jail now.
Tim was in Facebook jail this weekend, y'all. He got released. He got released. But I don't currently sell. I don't know if there's another way that we can do it, because in the past what we would do is we would have an auction and we would sell some of my finished crafts and
sell them in your store.
All the proceeds would go to charity. That is possible that I might have a little section in the store where I can have some for sale, and then because we actually just we're working on our, you guys, we did not forget about our passion project and the charity. It just took a back burner for a little while with the store opening, but I've been talking with actually Tim kind of helped me. We got to get that stuff to Amy.
Yep.
I had to gather some more information for her so she could move forward with it for us. I told her, I'm like, we got to get it going. We're ready to get it going again. So the passion project is going to happen. It's coming. So we didn't forget about it. Don't think we did. but that might be one way where we have like a little shelf display in the store with things for sale, and all those proceeds will go to the Passion Project. We might be able to do that. Yes, right, Verdi? That's kind of along the lines of what we might be able to do. That might be the best way to do it.
No, Susan, this
Teresa.
sled is from our shop.
Yeah, so I just got to look more into it to see. Gloria says she's seen quite a few. Recently you've seen? Like in the really recent?
Kathy says they were doing on the marathon a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Did several auctions.
Okay. I'm just so nervous, you guys. I'm a little gun shy and nervous right now because after them, like, giving me the slap on my hand for using music in my reels, now I'm like, you know, because each time you get a strike, like, it's worse and your punishment is worse. They've already taken away all our monetization of anything. They took away stars. They took away ad revenue. They took away everything from our page. So that's like a pretty severe punishment. So I can't even imagine what would be next if I did something else wrong. So that's why I'm a little extra nervous about it. So, but we'll figure it out. Our passion project is, I want to create like a charity where we can help provide crafting tools and supplies to people, because I really enjoy crafting. I know the joy it brings to me. I know that when you have a creative outlet, a way to release some of that pent up stress and energy and anxiety and all the things that we have going on in our life, and you can just get creative, how much better you feel afterwards. You know, there's been times where it's like, oh, I'm tired or I'm stressed or, you know, things, whatever, life gets the best of you. And then I go and craft and then I just feel so much better afterwards. And I want other people to have that opportunity. There's been times in our life where I can be like, this little glue gun's $5.98. I don't know why, I just use that as an example. This little glue gun, oh, it's only $5.98 on Amazon. Go get yourself a little glue gun. But there's been times in our lives where $5.98 was either buy that glue gun or buy groceries or put well, at that point it was a couple gallons of gas in my car. Now it's barely a gallon, but anyways. But, you know, I know people have to make those choices. I know not everyone can just go to Dollar Tree and buy stuff. You know, for some people, going to Dollar Tree and getting a few things is a stretch. So we just want to be able to help provide the tools so anybody can have that that ability to craft. So we want to create a passion project, a charity, to be able to do that, to be able to gift more stuff to people and help more people out in that way. And we talked a lot about it last year while there was a contest going on, and we haven't forgotten about it. Just with opening the store, it's really taken a lot of our time. So that's where we're at with that. That's the passion project update. So one last look, we're going to gift our set here. So we're going to scroll through. Somebody who sprinkled this video is going to be getting this. So we're going to scroll through. I'm going to tell Tim when to stop, and he's going to pick a name that sprinkled the video. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Scrolling. Keep those names a rolling. Scrolling. Yada, yada, yada.
Stop. Yada, yada, yada. Stop.
That was from your thing earlier.
All right, he's going to write it on a sticky note, and he's going to give me the sticky note, and we will announce who gets this. This is the one you're getting. This one right here. All right, here we go now. Love watching you. Your crafts are so much cuter and nicer than... Aw, well, thank you, Carla. You're very sweet, Carla. All right, we have... I feel like this name's been picked in the past. I feel like, girl, you might have been picked in the past. You can win more than once around here, okay? It's not a one and done. So if you've gotten something in the past, stick around because you could get something again. Because I'm pretty sure our little Miss Amanda Powell Hart, you're getting this, girlfriend. Send us a private message with your address, and we will. I could be wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. Her name's really familiar to me. But let us know if you've won something in the past, Amanda. I don't know if you have or not. But send us a private message with your address, your name. It could just be you're hanging out here.
In a kit group.
You're in our craft kit group. That's why we're shipping you stuff all the time because you're in our kit group. Maybe that's what it is. But Miss Amanda, send us a private message, and we're going to send you this, okay? We'll send you this. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for a fun evening of crafting. I'll give you one last little peek at our sleigh before we head out of here. Super cute, super fun. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, we love you. Thanks for hanging out, and have a safe, happy weekend, and hopefully you can get some crafting in this weekend, okay? Love you guys. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.